Good morning, friends. The following reports of Negroes in the News are compiled and edited from outstanding national Negro weeklies, supplemented by local news. New York City. P.B. Young, Sr., publisher of the Norfolk Journal and Guide, has accepted appointment as national co-chairman of the
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming on the air from 2930 Grove Street, Berkeley. Dr. and Mrs. William Pittman's home. It's Christmas night, and we're going to celebrate a little bit. We're going to hear from our brother, Mr. Marcus Hall, who will sing Chloe for us. Give him a hand, Mr. Hall.
I gotta go where you are. If it's wrong or right, I gotta go where you are. I'll roam through the dismal swampland, searching for you. 'Cause if you are lost there, let me be there too. Through the smoke and flame, I gotta go where you are. For no place could be too far where you are. Ain't no chains can bind you. If you live, I'll find you. Love is calling me. I gotta go where you are.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hall. I want to introduce Mr. Boudreau and Mr. Hink, who are having to leave right now. Will you come to the mic and say hello and goodbye? This is Jeff.
Hello, Merry Christmas, and goodbye.
This is Don. Happy New Year to you all. Bye.
Thank you very much. And come back. We'll expect to see you again very soon. Thank you very much. Good night. Next, we have the pleasure, the very distinct pleasure, of hearing a man who is very well known throughout the state of California. And he is just a wonderful guy. He happens to be our uncle, but he's just wonderful anyway. We just love him very much. And he's going to explain to me what love is. Uncle Mansion? You know, I don't really know, and I'd like for you to tell me what love is.
My version of love is like a morning and an evening star that shines upon a child, that sheddeth radiance upon a peaceful tomb. Love is like the mother of, as a mother of nature, the mother of melodies, because music is its voice. Love is like an enchanter, a magician that changes worthless things to joy and make kings and queens out of common clay. Love is the great big flower, the heart. Without that divine passion, without that divine sway, we are less than beasts. But with it, earth is heaven and we are gods.
Thank you very much. I see now that I never knew before what love is. Thank you so much. And now we're going to be favored by a very nice solo from Mr. Tyrone Pickney. He's singing I Can't Begin to Tell You, accompanied by Mrs. Eugene Green. Mr. Pickney.
I can't begin to tell you how much you mean to me. If I could think.
I think I got in his eye that time. Go right on.
I can't begin to tell you how much you mean to me. My world would end if ever we were through. I can't begin to tell you how happy I would be if I could speak my mind like others do. I make such pretty speeches whenever we're apart, but when you're near, the words I choose refuse to leave my heart. So take the sweetest phrases the world has ever known and make believe I've said them all to you. I can't begin to tell you how much you mean to me. My world would end if ever we were through. I can't begin to tell you how happy I would be if I could speak my mind like others do. I make such pretty speeches whenever we're apart, but when you're near, the words I choose refuse to leave my heart. So take the sweetest phrases the world has ever known and make believe I've said them all to you.
Give me my hand, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Mr. Pickney. Thank you so much. We're now going to have a piano solo by Miss Gloria Romaine. Miss Gloria, will you step forward to the piano, please?
Miss Gloria Romaine is going to wish you a very Merry Christmas, period.
Oh, I think that's just horrible. I think that's horrible. Oh, come on, Gloria, we've got to hear from you. Well, Well, you've got to have something from you. Come on, dear. This is Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. She's going to perform for us. Thank you. It's all right. We will enjoy your practicing, if that's what you call it. Right on. That was very nice, Miss Romaine. Thank you very much for the practicing. That's the nicest practice I've ever heard. It was just wonderful. A wonderful Merry Christmas from Miss Romaine. And now we're going to be favored by a very nice solo from a very wonderful guy, too, whom we've known all our lives, and who frequents the rendezvous at the Pittmans quite often. We're going to hear from Mr. Ike Fletcher, who will sing Are You Lonesome for Me Tonight? I don't know if she is. Is she really?
I guess she is.
Mr. Fletcher, give him a big hand. Give him a big hand.
Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart? Does your memory stray on a bright summer's day when I kissed you and called you sweetheart? Do the chairs in your parlor look empty and bare? Do you look at your doorstep and picture me there? Is your heart filled with pain? Will you come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight?
More.
Tonight, you miss me tonight.
Do I?
I
Yes,
forgot the
I
word.
do. Do I miss you?
Drifted apart. Oh, on a bright summer's day, when I kissed you and called you sweetheart, do the chairs in your parlor seem empty and bare? Do you look at your doorstep and picture me there? Is your heart filled with pain? Will you come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight?
Thank you very much, Mr. Fletcher. It was very nice. Now we're going to hear from, well, first of all, I want to introduce to you someone else who's come to town, who hasn't been here for quite some time, a favorite in the East Bay. I want him to come up and say hello to you. I want to introduce to you Mr. George Towns from Sacramento. Mr. Towns, just want you to say hey.
Yeah.
Georgetowns.
Hello, everybody. Certainly been a wonderful evening, and I'm wishing you the end of a perfect day as Christmas draws to a close, and best wishes for a Happy New Year. Goodbye.
Thank you, Mr. Towns. Thank you, George. Thank you very much. And now we're going to be favored by a song from Miss Faricita Hall, entitled I Waited All My Life. Miss Hall, take over.
Thank you, Miss Isaacs. I'm dedicating my song to Tom, even though he's in Fort Worth. Just to have your arms hold me tight when we say goodnight. Press your lips against my fingertips. I've waited all my life just to be with you. Night and day, thrilled to all you do. When you're away, just to dream of you. I've waited all my life to make those dreams come true. Find happiness with you. For this I've waited, I've waited, I've waited. Just to be with you. Night and day, thrilled to all you do. When you're away, just to dream of you. I've waited all my life. Your arms hold me tight when we say goodnight. Press your lips against my fingertips. I've waited all my life to make those dreams come true. Find happiness with you. For this I've waited, I've waited, I've waited.
I really don't think she'll have to wait too much longer. Thank you very much, Miss Hall. That was very sweet. And I want you to know that was her own composition. And I think it was very, very pretty. At this time, I want to introduce to you the head of the rendezvous at 2930 Grove Street. I want him to come up and say, hey, or anything, just hey. Dr. Pittman, Dr. William Pittman, just say hello. This is a real he-man, my good-looking brother-in-law.
Don't say
Can't help it. It's true.
that. Merry Christmas, everybody. Christmas is always a very pleasant time of the year when your friends can meet and drink with you and have a good time. I wish everyone a very happy Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Pittman. That's the head of 2930 Grove Street, Berkeley. And now we're going to hear from Miss June Hall, who's going to sing I Can't Give You Anything But Love, Baby.
I can't give you anything but love, baby. That's the only thing I've plenty of, baby. Dream a while, scheme a while, you're sure to find happiness, and I guess all those things you live and long for
Gee, I like to see you looking swell, baby. Diamond bracelets Woolworth doesn't sell, baby. Till that lucky day you know darn well, baby, I can't give you anything but love. Now I can't give you anything but my love, baby. That's the only thing I've plenty of, baby. Dream a while, scheme a while, you're sure to find happiness, and I guess all those things you live and yearn for. Gee, I like to see you looking swell, baby. Diamond bracelets Woolworth doesn't sell, baby. Till that lucky day you know darn well, baby, I can't give you anything but love.
That was very nice. Thank you, Miss Hall. Now I want to introduce our guest here tonight, and that's Mr. Len Jones. He played Santa Claus a couple of weeks ago and did a marvelous job of it. However, he's not playing Santa Claus tonight. He's just going to say hey to everybody. Mr. Len Jones. Tell him how it feels to be Santa Claus.
This is what happened to me a few weeks ago when I was in Chicago. It was cold, mighty cold. So a fellow froze to death on the street, so they thought he was dead. So they took him to the funeral parlor, and they're going to take him to the, they call it the incinerator, not the incinerator, but the crematorium. So they had the fire built up good for him, so they threw him in. So the guy said, well, while he's burning, we'll go across the street and have a cup of coffee. So they went across the street and had the coffee. Then they decided while they was there, they'll have a donut. So after they had the donut, they went back to see how this fellow was doing in the crematory. So after they got back, they opened the door. They thought sure he was burnt up. All they can do was take the ashes out and spread them around. When they opened the door, he pulled up his collar and said, shut that door, there's a draft in here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. That was very clever. And now we're going to have Be Favored by a Solo from Mrs. Tarea Hall Pittman. I think you'll know her from her program on each Sunday morning at 10:15. She's going to sing Someday, Sweetheart.
Someday, sweetheart, you may be sorry when you realize what you have done to a true heart that always loved you. Then you'll start trying to mend your broken vows. Oh, you're happy now, and you can't see how that the weary blues will ever come to you. But as you sow, so shall you reap, dear, and you are sure to reap sorrow someday, sweetheart. All right, take it away, Claire. Here she is.
We want another chorus from you, Mrs. Pittman. That was not only half enough. All right. Thank you very much. I was hoping that we were going to have another chorus for Mrs. Pittman, but time does not allow. And now we're going to be favored by a piano solo by Mrs. Eugenia Green. She may play her theme song, I don't know. Give her a hand, everybody. That was our pianist who's accompanied everybody, Mrs. Eugenia Green. Thank you very much for your rendition. And now I want to introduce to you another distinguished guest, someone who's known throughout the East Bay and San Francisco, Los Angeles, Chicago, and so forth. He has any number of tickets to the Rose Bowl game, so of course if you don't have your ticket yet, contact Mr. Paul Ford. I want him to come up and say, how do you do? Mr. Paul Ford is our baby. We love him very much. Mr. Paul Ford.
I'm happy to be in the Pittman household on Christmas night, and I'm happy to see all the Halls back. June, Tarea, Clarice, Marcus, Eugenia, and Faricita, and all the friends. I've known all these people a number of years, and they're the best people I know. I enjoy being with them. I wish everybody a Happy New Year.
Thank you, darling. Thank you very much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go off the air. I'm singing Lift Night. Holy night, all is calm. I was. Is bright, on yon virgin
We've made a little mistake here. Clarice hasn't performed yet, and we can't have Silent Night. We've got another minute or two, and Clara will have to do her piece. All right, Jean. This is Ty.
I don't know if the MC can perform. I think this is she's in the right place, though, on the end. Well, anyway, I'll try to sing my devotion. And I'm dedicating it to Mr. Paul Ford, as I always do. My devotion is endless and deep as the ocean, and like a star shining from afar, remains forever the same. Mr. Paul Ford. My devotion is not just a sudden emotion. It will be constantly burning, and your love will kindle the flame. Was a sweet beginning to the dream I planned.
I don't believe it.
All I own is yours alone. Your wish is my command. And this sensation
Can you make you love?
here in my heart. One sweet day it started, then with time it grew. My devotion to you. Now we're gonna hear. Now Mr. Paul Ford and Dr. Pittman and I are gonna sing it all together.
Oh,
the chorus.
no. We're gonna miss it. Come on, Bill. We ain't gonna miss it. We ain't gonna mess this thing up.
As deep as the ocean, and like a star shining from afar.
Sing, Paul.
Remains
Sing,
forever
man.
the same.
Sing. I can't see.
Devotion
is not just some emotion.
Let's sing. I can't hear
it. Will be constantly burning, and your love will kindle the flame.
What a sweet
sensation.
Everything's planned.
Yeah.
All I own is
yours alone. Your wish is my command. Sing it, Daddy.
And this
sensation. A fast reservation.
Ooh, ain't this awful? It started
terrible.
Then
Where going, Paul? My devotion to you.
We're signing off for tonight, Christmas night. Thank you for being here with us. We've been